Good morning, good morning, good morning. You lovely lot. I can see an Emma walking up the track. With a woolly hat on. I've still got my PJs on, I haven't done any makeup. This is me this morning with a bit of hair going on. I've even bought some fresh milk up to make a cup of tea. And yeah, this is me right now. So, we've got the specialist vet coming up, and he said he'd come at 8:30. That hour does not exist on a usual Saturday morning, so this is what you get at 8:30 on a Saturday morning. You look more with it than I do this morning.
I've got dressed.
Yeah.
Well, I have got so many layers on, I feel like I'm literally about, I can't cope with this cold.
I've got my gloves in my pocket, I've got my PJs on, these are my PJs, and then I've got this fleecy jacket.
That's a lot of layers for you, to be fair.
It is a lot of layers for me, and this, and this.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
To be fair, I have gone online and ordered some thermals.
I'm walking like this.
Yeah. But I think going back to bed's a good shout. I haven't got that luxury.
You do not. You've got small children.
Yes. Literally bribing Sky as I leave the house. You can earn extra pocket money if you actually look after the children for an hour.
I had to wait, I don't know, maybe 17 years before I got that luxury.
Yeah, Sky's
Probably
not
for
get
Brendan
that
to
luxury.
be... Yeah, for Brendan and Kenzie to both be at a point where I didn't need to deal with them quite so much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in the morning.
Well, being as I'm on the farm, Rob's had to get up and go to work like super early, so I've left Sky downstairs with the boys, because obviously I'm on the farm, I'm not actually off site.
No,
It's
but the house is right there.
the house is there, so if they need me, they
Right
can
there.
shout me. But I have had to, I think
Do you know, some people have bigger gardens.
they do. In all fairness, actually, yeah. that's
They
a
could
good
be at the
shout.
end of their garden and
Yeah.
they're not off-site.
No, we're lucky. It's
I bet
just.
Sky liked that, didn't she, being woken up?
Well, she's in her bedroom blasting Christmas songs. I'm like, really?
Oh, well, in that case.
This is a bit much, even that's a bit much for me at this time of the morning as well. So.
It's too much noise for that time.
It is. So, yeah.
Tea?
I actually think I've had that as well as. Yeah, I've messaged Yvette my pin and I've not heard back, and I'm just like, I hope we're not going to be around too long waiting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got in, well, I didn't get in last night, it's about 10:30.
Oh, wow.
And I was, just fully,
Had
You're
enough
done.
of life.
yeah. Yeah, it's like, setting up on your own is a really good idea. Nah.
Well, but yeah, we're kind of like,
Do we actually do this?
Yeah.
Questioning life choices
It's
right
like-
now.
That's water.
As
What are
we're-
you doing there?
still trying to, you know, have families and
Yes.
other things.
Yeah. Oh, it's,
It's a broken system, an absolute broken system, and all you're doing is putting sticky plasters on. And I have found that even just in the 110 hours that I've done of actual counselling,
Yeah.
I've really struggled emotionally myself, having to kind of carry all that because I know that I can't make them better.
Yeah.
Whereas here we're controlling the narrative because all we want to do is make people smile.
absolutely.
And it just and
And that's often what people need, is a laugh, a smile,
Yeah.
whatever, and that's more beneficial.
It's a
than-
reset.
Yeah,
it's almost
yeah,
like a brain
Yeah,
being
yeah.
stuck in the past doesn't solve the
Absolutely.
problem.
Yeah.
You've got to find a way to
100%.
go beyond that.
100%.
yeah. And when you've only got 6 sessions working with somebody, this is the thing I'm finding is you
Yeah.
get to the root of the problem, but you can't touch it because you've not got time.
Yeah.
So then you stick a plaster on and go and know full well that person is not might feel better now, but
I
give
took
it
2
a year.
years and thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not everybody is in a position to go private.
Everyone's got a different problem, and everyone's got a different fix.
Yeah.
So it's finding that fix, isn't it, for the
Yeah.
individual?
Well, this is it, and actually, this is where Turning Point are really quite excited because obviously that's addiction charity,
Yeah.
and what they want to try and do is offer like a drop-in service, so that they're trying to encourage those to kind of come in and connect, not necessarily connect with treatment, but just connect with people.
Yeah.
And I think the thinking is that with like having a little self-contained unit with some animals and things like that, it just makes it seem a less threatening environment.
You're coming in and it's that sideways talking, as I say. It's
Yeah.
not.
But the right people there are there to have like to signpost them if that's what they want. But if nothing else, they've come in because they've seen sheep and they're like, what is that doing in the middle of Didcot? So they come in and have a look, but then they're able to. It's like a really gentle way. So I think they're thinking that could be a really beneficial because also when you're an addict, you can't get any mental health help from the NHS until at least a year after being sober. But anyway, that's a different subject altogether. But that's the type of thing that we're trying to do anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
One person to hold the head or the front end, and the other person to hold a leg.
Okay.
The person that's holding the leg putting gloves on because the cast will go off.
Okay.
And then your hands get smeared in.
I don't mind.
Carbon fibre.
A big dog one.
A big dog one.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, lovely. This way.
That would 100% would be what I would, dog ramps.
Don't drink it. Oh Jesus Christ, child.
Yeah, that's why they don't do copper foot dips anymore.
Yeah, because they will
that and
drink
die.
it. Yeah, do not drink it. I know it's a hot drink, but it's not a hot drink.
There we go. Just goes to the top of the hoof.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the goes between.
And how long does she need to be in this one?
A couple of minutes.
Okay.
Is that the same with the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank you. Your help and advice has just been amazing, and thank you. What I'll do is I'll send you over send over our email, so everything's contained.
Yes.
And then if you didn't mind just sending us that
Yeah,
piece
no
of
worries,
paper
no
as well,
worries.
that'd be so helpful.
Ginger nut for having your legs sorted. Good girl. You used to nibble it, not anymore.
No.
Take the whole thing. There you
Again, that would be a
go.
very good way of just keeping them nice and.
You can have one more. One more. This biscuits come in twos, not ones. There you go, gorgeous. There you go. Well done. It's now gone 12 and I have warmed myself up with a nice hot bath, which has really worked wonders. It's warmed me up. I'm still looking pretty... My hair needs a wash, but I can't be bothered to do that today because I'm actually going over to my parents tomorrow to do some cleaning with Brendan in his room. So there's no point doing anything like that because I'm just going to get grubby anyway. So, yeah. And I haven't got any makeup on, so I'm bland face, like I said before, very bland. And, yeah, I'm doing an overnighter with Christopher tonight. So at 5 o'clock, I'm working until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I just figured there's no point, really, in making much of an effort. I have now got dressed, though, look. Actually got dressed. But it went very, very well with this new vet. So a lot of the things the previous vets were concerned about are not so concerning. We've seen the breeder, we've talked with her, we've seen the specialist vet, we've talked with him. They are meant to be on the skinny side. That is just how those sheep are. These are not fully bred, so like as in fully grown. There'll be 2 when they're fully grown. And he said they are a much leaner sheep, and he's checked them and he said, no, they're fine. On a grading of 1 to 5, 5 being a beast, 1 being very skinny, they're 2, and ideally we could get them onto a 3. That would be great. That's kind of where they should be at, especially over winter. So that's not so bad. He has said that the feeding of the cow food isn't ideal at all, but the liver damage that was picked up in the blood test is not really bad. It's actually on the edge, and that will have been from the food. He has agreed that that's what it is, but that actually it just means the liver is working a lot harder, and that will repair itself, especially because ours are not on that food. And the other thing he said was that the selenium, which is vitamin E, he said is low, especially low on Maggie, but he feels, and that will affect their immunity. And he said he feels that he is seeing that a lot at the moment, and that's because of the really hot summer we had, the drought we had, the heat wave. It's been the hottest year on record, and that has affected the grass, obviously, which has affected grazing, which has also meant that when the new grass has come through, it's not nutrient rich. So he is seeing a lot of that deficiency in sheep at the moment. Maggie obviously had low selenium, so low immunity, which meant when she moved over with a bit of a snotty nose, the stress of moving to us potentially is what triggered the pneumonia. And, you know, that's he said that's not a surprise. and that absolutely we've given the injection to get her selenium back up. We've got all the right nutrient blocks and stuff in there. He agrees with the breeder they shouldn't be outside, so the fact we put them outdoors for 2 days has meant that Maggie's got a little bit of foot scald. No, Autumn's got a little bit of foot scald, but that's been caught and been treated. That was caught by the previous vet and has been treated, but that they shouldn't be out. If Autumn goes out at all, it should be out the front on that hard standing, which is what we were doing before. That they don't need to stand and graze. That's not something that is required. Oh, thank you, dear. Marmite toast. Thank you. That's not something that they need to do, because actually they're quite okay on sheep nuts and good quality hay. So he says everything we're doing is right, and he can understand that we've had very conflicting information, and so he's just clarifying what needs to be done. He's helped us in that he's told us of something that we can use to strengthen their feet, which will be brilliant all round, but also help us for when we take them out onto hard standings like tarmac and what have you, to protect their feet. And that is a treatment that we will do sort of 3 times a day, 3 times a week, to get their feet to a level, and then we can test their feet to see if they need to have another dip or not. Basically, it's a walk-through situation. We just bath their feet in it for a few minutes. And there's another thing which you saw in the video us doing, which is the gold hoof, which is just general hoof maintenance and is just good for healthy feet, which we'd already picked up. And so we did Autumn's, but obviously we're not doing Maggie's. Maggie has now got a complete cast on her foot. He picked up, which nobody else had picked up, that her tendon is loose. So he thinks she has an Achilles heel type situation going on, that the Achilles tendon has been damaged, and so he's casting her for 3 weeks, and then we'll take it off, check it again, cast it again for 3 weeks. He said it might not heal, but then we will have done everything that we can possibly do, and by casting it stops any moisture getting in there, it stops any foot rot, it stops any of that, and it's casting it in the correct position. So we finally feel like we might actually be going to possibly have a happy end to this. But he knows so much about the breed, so he is now going to be our vet going forwards, and he's really interested in what we're doing, the reason we've got them, and he is going to do all of our health policies and what have you for us and get them laminated so that we're meeting the requirements with the council. And he's going to write letters to the council, write letters for us to show the council that basically say that the way we plan on transporting them is perfectly okay, that they're fit for work. Well, Maggie not, obviously, but Autumn fit for work. And he's really keen to work with us. So we are feeling positive for the first time in weeks. And all of that being said, I'm going to sit down, have a cup of tea and drink some toast. No, I'm going to drink some tea and eat some toast. I've just made tea. And Lee and I, and maybe Kenzie, are going to watch a new movie and get in the Christmas mood, because it's called Your Christmas or Mine, and it's got the lad in it from Sex Education, the guy who does the sex education. I can't remember what his name is. Anyway, him and another girl, and they end up swapping Christmases somehow. I've seen the advert for it yesterday. It looks really good. It's just out on Amazon Prime. So we're going to go and watch it and have a real Christmassy feel, snuggled up in bed, drinking tea. I don't have any chocolate, but never mind. And yeah, just enjoy a good, feel-good movie. Ozzy, you look amazing, dude. It looks like a cyclops or from Among Us, one of those things from Among Us. You can't see.
I wouldn't walk like that, mate.
No. Are you carrying one?
He looks a bit like a zombie.
He does.
Minecraft.
Oh, does he? Are you not carrying one then, Christopher? No? Okay.
I know. Should we grab the biscuits as well?
Oh, grab some biscuits. Are you going to carry 2? You can carry 2 if you like.
Actually, do we want to put Devil's Claw in?
I don't know, can we do?
They're going to.
Have they had it today? No, they haven't
They
had
know.
it.
Should we give them some medicine in there? Give it a shake then, Oz. Shake up the medicine. Done. Right, should we go feed those sheep then? You're beyond cute, Ozzy. He's like a weird version of the scales of justice, isn't he?
Yes.
Right, in you come then, Christopher.
Yay.
They've got Aussie.
We've got waiting.
They eating Oz.
I'm not that good.
You're very good. Oh, you got that one. Ready? Oh, it didn't go over the net. Your teddy net is a really good idea. Right.
Oh.
If it hits the net, does that not count? Got 2 points now.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
Yes!
you've got 2 points now.
No, I
3
got 3.
points. Ready? Uh-oh, we've only just got it out from under there.
I can get that
Can you reach it? You've got your tube as well if we need it.
Good evening, you lovely lot. It's 9:10 and Christopher has just gone to bed. And yeah, it's been a bit of a chilled day, apart from, I mean, it's not been anything particularly strenuous. Obviously, we had the meeting with the vet this morning, which went very, very well. And we're feeling very positive from the outcome of that. So yeah, that's really good. But that was an 8:30 start this morning. And then when I got home, I had a bath, had a bit of toast, played with the cat, chatted with Lee and Kenzie. Then we watched a movie together, which I can highly recommend. It's on Amazon and it's called Your Christmas or Mine. And it's got the guy who played Otis from Sex Education in it. Fantastic movie, really enjoyed it. And then I just had a bit of a snuggle with Lee and came up here to get Christopher. Went over to feed the sheep with Emma, check in on them. And Ozzy came with us as well. And then came home, had dinner, had a play, and I've just put him to bed. I'm going to watch a Louis Theroux interview programme because I really like him. I like his interviews, but I don't watch normal telly as a rule, so when I go babysitting, I sometimes watch things that I would quite like to watch, but can't be bothered to actually watch at home. Means going downstairs and putting the telly on. Anyway, and then bed probably for me, but I have made a cup of tea, and they have bought me chocolate. Although I overcooked pasta, I made too much of it and ended up very full of pasta. I've had like a double dose of it. But I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll keep me stocked up until tomorrow. And I've not bothered. I did have a bath earlier, but I've not bothered doing my hair because I'm doing cleaning tomorrow over with Brendan. He's kind of got himself in a little bit of a... Well, he doesn't think he has. But his room's a little bit of a mess. So I've said I'll come and help him clean it. And he's like, yeah, that'd be good. So I'm going to go over and help him. Just give it a bit of a spring clean, ready for Christmas. Tidy it up. And yeah, I have not bothered with makeup or anything this weekend. I'm going makeupless. So yeah. Anyway, I'll say my goodbyes. And obviously I've not done the advent calendar either, because I forgot to do it when I was at home. And yeah, so we'll get a double advent calendar tomorrow. Thank you for watching, you lovely lot. I'll see you in the morning.